everyone, I'm with Indian now, and we're here today with Kelly McMahon. Welcome to Chennai, Kelly.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And how are you liking it so far?
I'm absolutely loving it. When we got taken around on a tour on Friday, and I definitely calling in love.
And what's the story with bread halwa?
Oh my gosh. I have followed it luck as a breakfast food here. There is this delicious, sticky breakfast sauce that I put on everything. I'm probably really butchering everyone's culture right now, but oh my god, I'm obsessed with it. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow morning before I leave, like one last time. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving the food here. It's been in.
So I wanted to chat a little bit about your work. So a lot of your work is driven by minimalism, right? So what attracts you to that style, right? What do you like it so much?
I've been very drawn to like the 1960s my whole life. Visually, with fashion, all of it, all the design that seems to come out of that era really speaks to me. And I find what I love about it is that it's very stripped back. That's very there's more like design for design's sake. It's shapes and like placement, and it's chosen, and there's something very clean and simple about it, but it's also very elegant. So a lot of the graphic design with that era was something that really inspired me when I was at university, as well as the storyboard art that came out of like Disney's like, concept art as well. So like the Cinderella, A Sleeping Beauty, and Alice in Wonderland. Bunch of like Mary Claire's work, really something that's like spoken to me and really inspired what I do.
So a lot of your work also is on like debate and covers. So we spoke to Kyle yesterday about Cowl 1964, and he had done some work. So tell us about that.
I had, sir. I was really excited to work on that one. Actually, obviously, it's set in the 60s, which is a big part of my inspiration. So it was something I got to really lean into all of the things that I love and inspire me. So when Kyle asked me to do it, he'd asked me to riff off some of the original covers. And I had a look at what was there, and I was like, oh yeah, I see what they're doing with this. But I think I have a different take. I was like, did you let me show you what it is I wanted to? And he was like, all right, sure. Like, have a go at it, and we'll talk about it. And I came to him with the very first cover, and he was like, oh my God, that's perfect. So the originals had definitely lent a little more traditional 60s, where I kind of went in and really pushed that. And I like went with the bold colors, and I a little bit cool. Inspired by The Incredibles, like that revealed the retro 60s vibe, which is something I like wanted to apply for a while, and I was like waiting for the right project, so it was kind of perfect to get to do that. They're some of my favorite covers I've done.
So you spoke about the retro futuristic aspect. Are you also looking out for the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out?
Really excited for that. I watched the trailer 100 days ago. It doesn't give away too much, but the aesthetic of the first poster they dropped, and just like general look and feel of it, I was like, I want to see what they do with this. So I'm very excited.
You've also done some work with Kid Cudi for Moon Man.
Yes.
So tell us about that. What's it like?
That was a fun one, actually. So that I did as a collaborative with Black Market Narrative. It was a 1 in 200 variant that was put out on issue-wide. And that was something that, again, I got to just kind of put my spin on it. So I learned a little bit more modern minimalist on that. There was something about the character and the colors. Scott's got a really strong color palette that he works with, and it was suggested that was something like worth leaning into. And the visuals behind that kind of lent itself to really pulling a piece back and focusing quite a bit on like the gravity powers the remote has and how he sort of pushes himself through, trajects with that, and just the overall piece kind of came together very easily. That mood, she sort of like offers that idea of movement very easily. So it seemed like a little obvious in my head, but I was like, no, that is the piece I want to do with this. I think it's like it really makes sense. So it was a really fun one to work on, and again, got to lean into that kind of retro feel. Like, my favorites.
Lovely. And what's next on the horizon? What are projects you're looking forward to?
I've got a few things that are coming up at the moment. I'm working on some covers for Lego, which I've been enjoying, so that was finalized that really soon. But this year, I'm really looking forward to getting to work on a couple of things for myself. Outside of all of this, I've loved the idea of doing like a really small children's book. So I'd like to try that. And I'd love to do another deck of playing cards. as I was working on Bad Light, and I loved the idea of bringing my own world to life, and I'd like to have another go at that. I haven't quite locked in my concept yet, but I've got a few in the back of my mind, so I need to make some decisions, I think.
So what's it like moving from covers to board games and card games? Like, how has that shift been, shifting between the two of them?
First is to definitely lean a little bit into the graphic design realm, especially with the board games and the playing cards. That's like equal parts design and illustration, which is what really drew me to those projects. The variant covers as well, like the way I approach them, I do the whole cover. So I like to have a bowl doing the type and everything as well, if it's permitted. Obviously on the Lego covers, they're not a standard that, but generally speaking, if I can kind of do the whole design, I will. So there's something that's always familiar about both things because I am kind of sampling that graphic design background that I have. It doesn't feel too hard to shift between projects like that, especially when I worked in design for studio. You're always moving between different things, like if you're doing graphic design and then like web design and logos. So I'm sort of used to that, but I think that design element is definitely something that keeps it all going easy.
Right. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a pleasant rest of your stay. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.